Yet another break-in. You know, you could see this door here is, well, you might not be able to see it, but it's like flared out. It's all scratched up. It's all scratched up in here, so obviously they had to break in this door too. And they got it flared out, so it's hidden. I can get it closed, but it's like tight. So we're gonna fix that. And I'm gonna do that with a trusty, yeah, I'm gonna beat on this old pinball machine. That's right. I'm gonna beat on it. So if you don't want to see that, you might want to look away or pause the video. But I'm just gonna tap this little flare. And there we have it. All fixed up. See, that wasn't so painful, was it? And here's the bottom of the play field. And, well, you can see this thing's pretty clean. I mean, it's a pretty clean pin. So here's the monitor we pulled out of it. Okay, it had a problem. What it was doing is it had this snapping, and that is usually your flyback. But in this case, it wasn't. It was some solders underneath that I guess were arcing. And I think what it was a horizontal output transistor. So it was like snapping like a static snap, you know, only louder. If you ever, you know, touch metal when you walk across the carpet, it's like that, only a lot louder. And, you know, if you don't know what you're doing with these, you want to stay away from them because they do have lethal voltages in them and you could get killed. Okay, so this is the original CRT, which doesn't stand for critical race theory, and it's not a CTR, which stands for currency transaction report. Shh, that's when the bank reports to the government for withdrawing or depositing too much money. Shh, don't tell them you know that. But this is a cathode ray tube. That's what it actually stands for. You can see it's got like a unique frame on it because your computer sits up in there. But what I plan on doing with this is, even though we fixed this, I'm going to convert this to an LCD. And, you know, you'll get pinball guys who debate these things back and forth. You know, you can't talk about a pinball machine with these guys without getting into, you know, a debate about something. So some guys say, yes, do it, absolutely. Some guys say, why would you do that? But, you know, I'm doing it for multiple reasons. Number one, it'll be more dependable. Two, it'll be lighter. Okay, so I got to carry this game in, so it'll make it lighter and more dependable. And I'll still have the original tube, the original monitor, that when I sell the game, I can sell it with it, and they can put in what, if they want it back in, they could put it back in. We'll have to figure out something with the light, I guess, because that's mounted right to the frame. But that is that part of it. So I got my monitor, and I bought this kit. It's supposed to be a universal kit for, you know, any LCD monitor. And I'm looking at it, trying to figure out how it goes together. I couldn't figure out how the hell this thing went together. It sent me a bag of hardware. You know, now in here it has these, which I'm sure are for the fluorescent light. They have a bracket in here too. I couldn't figure out how to get this thing mounted on here at all. But I think I figured out what it is. It's actually for one of these, like, computer monitors that have, like, the 4 screws in the back. I think it's called a VESA, V-E-S-A mount. And you'd screw these in and you can adjust them wherever. And these holes here actually line up with the existing monitor holes. They didn't say you would just bolt that into there and then into your original holes. So this mounting kit is not going to work. So I got that much figured out. So we're going to have to fabricate something. No directions with this thing. None. Yeah, it's just like, here you go. Good luck. So that's where we're at. I'm going to have to fabricate something because these don't, they don't come out far enough. They'll barely sit on the edge. So I can't do anything with that. So what I was trying to avoid, I'm going to have to do. So I'm going to have to fabricate something for this to be able to mount this. So that's where we're at right now. Little setback. And here's the power driver board we got out of it. This thing was dirty and dusty, and so I got Jeremy cleaned it all up and everything, and I gotta fix it because, typical of Williams, you got these two resistors here. It's their general illumination circuit, and because this thing draws so many amps, these are like pretty cooked. I mean, I couldn't even get the colors off of them. The colors are burnt off of them, so we're gonna have to fix that. And if you look on the back there, you can see that they are quite cooked. The solders are cooked, so I'm going to replace them, and this is very tricky. Chances are that those landings will lift, and I'll have to put wires on them. I may have to put wires on them anyway, but as soon as I put heat to that, that's probably going to be a problem. They're probably going to lift, so that'll be fun times.